Hey fellow marketers, Professor Walters here, and today we're here in the Bahamas, and today we're going to talk about is affiliate marketing, but specifically we're going to talk about the best practices for businesses running affiliate marketing programs so we can get the biggest bang for our buck when we're working with content creators, okay? And I think one of the important things for businesses when they're thinking about using affiliates and getting the most out of affiliate marketing is really define a really clear goal. What do we want to do with these affiliates? Do we want them to get the word out? Do we want them to sign up for our subscription program? Do we want them to buy our products? Do we just want them to make them aware that we exist? What is that goal we really want them to have? That is the key thing, because from there, that's how we can judge if they're doing a good job or a bad job, if we're getting things done. That's why it's key, because what happens is sometimes brands will say, oh, yeah, it'd be cool if we work with affiliates. Yeah, just sell our products, I guess, like get the word out there. That's the problem. You need to have a set goal, because when you have a set goal, you have something to target, right? Because once you define a clear goal, that's gonna help you define clear key performance indicators. What are the things we want to get done? Because if it is about, sales, we're gonna look at conversion rates. We're gonna look at, average spend per click. We're gonna look at new customer numbers that are out there. There's certain things we're gonna do. New subscriber numbers, if we're looking at subscribers, you wanna make sure that objective is set so you have those key performance indicators, and that's gonna be a key thing, because that's what you're gonna use to share with your affiliates so they know what doing a good job in the program means, all right? Because the next key thing I wanna tell you is if you wanna be successful, you've gotta offer competitive commission rates, because you wanna help them be successful. But the thing is, affiliates, those influencers, they're gonna go where they get paid. You might have the best product possible, and there are some brands, influencers like, look, I just wanna sell the best, but if they're not making any money off of you, like, look, I gotta pay my bills. Like, I love your product, but you're not paying me on these things. So I might go someplace else. So you have to offer competitive rates, because believe me, you might have an influencer signed up in your program, and then someone comes in, you're a 5%, they come in with an 8%, man, that's a lot more money. Right? And sometimes it's not just the percentage that you're paying off. It could be like cookie duration. Like some places, like, no, people have to buy on that one visit. They have to book that hotel on that one visit. Where other ones like, no, people can book within a week and we'll still give you a commission. And so you'll think about that, because you have to think about your industry, know what it takes. Is it one of those things people have to look at a hotel 3 or 4 times before they book it? Because then if I'm an influencer, I don't want one that's a one-off thing, because we know people like to look around. So I want the longer duration cookie. So you want to think about those things, all right? Also, when you're looking at your kind of commission structure, you might have it differently. Like maybe reward them if you're longer. Like I'm in a commission one that every year you're there, you get 1% more of a commission. It's like, oh, I'm getting a bit more money, so I'm gonna stay longer term. Because when I started off, I was at 4%. Now I'm getting 10%. Heck yeah, I'm gonna stay longer. So you might play with your rates to reward those longer lasting, or maybe you have it so, hey, the more money you make, the higher commission you get. So you might think about those things as well. Because I can attest to you, your competition will come in and offer better rates. Now, another thing that's gonna help you be successful is really providing high quality affiliate tools. What do I mean by this? Help your affiliates be successful. Give them those affiliate links, give them those discount codes. Believe me, when your affiliate has a discount code they can share, their followers feel special. They feel like they're getting a secret inside tip from their favorite influencer, and that's gonna help out, right? Also, help them sell the product. Give them those best practices. Oh, here's where we feel you should put your link. Here's the description we should have. Oh, we see that actually if you're going to the Bahamas, a lot of people come on cruise ships, so don't put in hotel, rates, put in get your guide and via tours that people can take when they come in. That's gonna be more successful. Helpful things like that get your affiliates to be more successful, and if they're more successful, they want to stay with you longer, and therefore you do a better job as a business. Also, you could offer, personalized landing pages like, oh, go to, waltersworld.com/herebebar for your New York tips. You have those extra little things out there that make a difference. Also, I may have gotten ahead of myself by having all these great tools for your influencers and the affiliates you work with. But one of the things you really have to make sure, if you want to be a success, you got to make sure you're choosing the right affiliates. It's not about subscribers, it's about impact. And we've got videos about the 3 R's of social media. We've got all kinds of stuff about choosing influencers, whole videos on that. But honestly, I just want to make sure you're focusing on authentic, influencers, authentic affiliates that really work. Because so what if Mr. Beast has 100 billion followers? If you're selling Depends, his audience doesn't wear Depends, right? And so you probably want to get a different influencer that really talks to that wearing adult diapers market, right? So you want to kind of think about those things. Also, you want to make sure you're vetting those influencers, because there is influencer fraud. People will buy followers so they look like they're bigger so they can get more rate or get a better, affiliate program or whatever. You want to make sure you're checking things out. Check out their websites, check out their socials, check out their previous affiliate programs. What are they doing? You want to vet those things, because if they do bad, they don't look bad. Your brand looks bad. Also, another really important thing, just in general, if you're looking at working with affiliates, make sure everybody is being compliant. You want to ensure that legal compliance. You want to make sure they're putting hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored post. Make sure they click the button on YouTube that it comes up, sponsored post here, because it does impact things. And I know for a lot of influencers, they may say, well, I don't see the government going after anybody. Oh, they will. They will. So it's best to make sure everything's there. And that's also one of those things you might look and see if we're going to look with these influencers for our affiliate program. Did they do it on the up and up on their previous things, right? So you want to kind of think about that. Also, when you're doing your contracts with those affiliates, make sure you have the compliance, maybe you have non-compete stuff, these kind of things you want to kind of think about. It's going to make things work a little bit better. Now, another thing that's really important, whenever you're working with affiliates, or you're doing any of these things, you want to track everything. Literally, having all the information that comes in can really teach you what is working, which affiliates are doing good, which affiliates are doing bad, what products are selling, what products aren't selling. Because then you start to see what's working, what's not working. You can improve those best practices so you can share that information with other affiliates so they can do better. Because I'll tell you, when I've seen it where my affiliate programs will say, hey Mark, we're seeing that, like I said before, the Bahamas things, don't bother with the hotels, focus on those cruise passengers because they're getting their guides. Hey, thank you. And that made me want to work with them more. So helping them out with these things. And they learn that by tracking all the kind of stuff, the clicks, the conversions, the buys, all kinds of stuff. And we've got a video on all the key performance indicators. Watch that video to really understand all the ones you want to look at. But that's going to be very helpful because that information, you can really learn some stuff and be much more successful with your affiliate marketing that way. Now, I know I talked about finding the right affiliates, but also I think maintaining your relationship and building that relationship with your affiliates really does make a difference, as you can tell by me talking about my experiences. And part of that is one, always have open lines of communication. Have those emails, have the DMs, have the things where you have someone that they can talk to, because think about it, your affiliates are the front line with your customers. They're getting the feedback from the customers. Oh, our customers said they bought the product, but this didn't work. Their customer bought this product, but this is what they loved about it. They're gonna share that information with you, and that can be super helpful. So make sure you have that open lines of communication. Also, when you're getting them set up in your program, have a good onboarding program. Have that slide deck you can send them. Have the videos explaining, here's how you make your affiliate links. Here's how you're gonna place it. Explain it for them. Make it so easy for them that they're like, why would I work with anybody else? You made it so easy for me. But build that relationship. And you know what? Feature your top affiliates. If they're doing a good job, put them on your website. Use their stuff and like, hey, here's Walter's World that's doing a really great job with our Bahamas stuff. Check out what he's doing. That's one of those things that you're like patting your affiliates on the back for doing a good job, and that makes them want to work with you more because they're going to feel valued. It's like any relationship. If you feel valued, you're going to stay longer. If you don't feel valued, your eyes are going to start to wander to other affiliate programs and other ladies and gentlemen out there. And like I also talked about before, money talks, right? And so maybe offer bonuses if they're hitting like bigger numbers and getting things done. Hey, we have a special trip to the Bahamas for our top sellers. Little things like that go a long way. Yes, building relationships and that continually kind of keeping up the relationships is really important, but also you want to continually optimize your program. You're looking at those analytics, you're seeing what's going on, you're doing that A/B testing. Is it better if we do like just words, or we do it with pictures, or we pictures and words, or does video work better? You're testing all these things out to see what works best, and you want to make sure you're updating your creative kind of things. You're not just using the same ads all the time. You're going to put new ads in, so there's new stuff in there, because eventually people get the banner blindness where they don't see the stuff on the bottom and the side, especially if they've seen it a few times. So maybe make sure you're updating those things. Also, you might want to adjust your commission structure. If you see your competition's coming in and they're paying better, they're doing something different, you might need to change it as well. Because just because you lock them in doesn't mean you have to lock them in forever that way. You can offer different programming stuff, different commission rates, all kinds of stuff. You can adjust that too. And also, I think another thing's important is just don't use affiliate marketing as affiliate marketing. You want to make sure you're integrating with all your other marketing channels out there. Have the affiliates working with the stuff that people are seeing on TV, or the ad billboards you're putting around the country kind of stuff. You want to integrate these things together, coordinate those affiliate programs with your normal marketing. It's going to make it much more successful, because then those affiliate programs and those influencers talking about things seems like they're a part of the overall official kind of sales pitch, and it works a lot better and makes it much more trustworthy. Also, I want to say integrating with other marketing channels is also sometimes integrating those affiliates if they're making really good content. Use their user-generated content in your own stuff. Maybe you sponsor their video to get boosted. So give them an extra 1 million views from you selling, trying to get people to know about your product. That is another thing you can do, all right? So these are just a few kind of best practices I think can really help you be successful as a business if you're gonna use affiliate marketing. We got tons of videos to help you understand from the influencer side, the consumer side, and more stuff with the brand side. Anyway, these shadows are getting in my face here in the Bahamas, so I guess I need to go to another sunny beach to make more videos. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in the Bahamas.